What's up? What's up, YouTube? It is a freezing day here in Pennsylvania. I got people want to come pick up stuff from my porch, but I'm like, no, because our porch is not salted yet. We had a ton of snow over the weekend, which I was like, is it really gonna snow? No, it really did. And it's like icy still. So I'm hesitant to let people come because I don't need somebody falling on my porch and hurting themselves, because there's like ice on it. I had to go down the porch yesterday, so I left my phone in my car. I was so exhausted after work. Sometimes I do that when I'm tired. And I had to walk out there like a penguin because I'm like, oh my god, it's too icy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at all that ice. And no, we don't have salt. I might need to go to, well, I do need to go to the store. I need to get creamer. This is a coffee talk emergency. I am out of coffee creamer. I didn't realize that till I went to work yesterday, and I'm like, oh no, even my backup's out. I haven't gone grocery shopping in a minute because it was super busy last week. Like, it's always busy. It's always busy between work, trying to stay healthy with my PCOS, taking care of my daughter, blah, blah, blah. And I do need to get a hair tie. Come with me, guys. Get a hair tie and then we'll start the dishes. But it definitely is full winter effect now, like both at work and without the outside weather. I don't know about you guys, but it's definitely winter here in Pennsylvania for sure. I had to drive to work. Like, I woke up Sunday and I just looked out at the roads and I'm like, oh my gosh, they weren't even plowed at all. But then by the time I went to work at like 6:30ish, they had plowed the roads like one time. It wasn't great. So that was fun driving in that. But I do have an all-wheel drive vehicle now, so that made it a little bit better. But my car was still like, the thing about snow and ice is all-wheel drive can only do so much, and you're still gonna like have trouble braking, like, so you can't drive fast, in my opinion, in the snow. So luckily I live close to my work, so I did not have to drive far. I am so tired. This weekend was so busy. So busy at my job. Hello. Please don't spam the comments. You can go in timeout. Thank you. Yeah. Don't be spamming my live. Get out of here. I just woke up. You need to calm down. I might be a small-time creator, but if you watch me, I don't tolerate a lot of nonsense, so please stop. Hello. I'm almost 40 years old. Don't try and test me, please. I'm too old and too tired for that. Get out of my page. Get out. I can block people, but I'd rather just put them in timeout so then they have to keep watching me and they can't say anything. Because I'm petty like 50 Cent. Who I have a newfound appreciation for after watching that P. Diddy documentary. Although I know Fiddy ain't necessarily an angel either, according to some stuff. But I'll 100% take Vinny over P. Diddy any day. And P. Diddy, may he rot in jail. But he's not going to because he's rich and famous. But anyway, I wish he would, like R. Kelly. It just sucks for us millennials who have now found out, like, all these people that we grew up loving and watching on TV and listening to their music, to find out as adults, like, oh, they're really monsters. Childhood definitely over. Our youth is definitely over, millennials. Like P. Diddy? I did not realize. Wow, he's got some skeletons in his closet. Like, holy. But there was always something about P. Diddy and his eyes. And they say this with, like, sociopaths or whatever. There's always something about their eyes that you're like, something's not right. That's how I felt about P. Diddy's eyes. I've always said that. I'm always like, what's wrong with his eyes? Like, yeah, people make jokes about how he's a mouth breather and this and that. But for me, it was always his eyes bothered me. Give you a shout out. People say stuff like that and, like, I don't know. Okay, R3 Gamer, there's your shout out. I don't know what that means. And also, you realize I only have so many followers. I'm not famous, so. Nor do I want to be, so I'm not sure sometimes why I do this, but I do like doing this, and I'm not famous enough where it bothers me. And eventually I hope to make money, but I don't like the idea of necessarily being famous for real. But I'll probably never be, so it's okay. Like saying something. Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to R3 Gamer. What's up? Thank you for joining me in my live as I rant and rave today. Today's topic. I'm still, like, shooketh by that documentary of how awful P. Diddy is. Like, truly awful. I'm so glad I don't have to work today, though. Like, even though working the weekend sucks, especially when it's snowing outside and we're super busy and blah, blah, blah. But the best part about working the weekend is I don't have to work Mondays, because Mondays be Mondaying. I usually work a lot of Mondays, so that's nice that I'm not there. We got my daughter's big kid bed together the other day. Big kid, like she outgrew her toddler size bed. So now she's got like a kid bed. My husband put that together on his day off, which was really nice of him. But I gotta get a mattress that fits that bed frame, so I gotta look that up. Because we have a twin mattress, but it's like too big for that bed. So, only because she's still at that age where they can roll off the bed, so I gotta get a smaller one where she cannot roll off, or get side rails. I remember I had side rails as a kid, but I'd feel better probably with a smaller mattress. But she likes her bed. She found it last night when I was asleep, and she went in that bed already. So that's awesome. And she already put her stuffed animals in there. Hello. So I was like, is she gonna actually sleep we're trying to get her out of my room, and I think this is gonna work. Our plan is working, because we have to get her up earlier. Hello. She's gonna be in kindergarten in less than a year, and she's gotta start getting up earlier. We're having issues with, she wants to stay up late and watch her iPad, and she'll go on it sometimes after I fall asleep, like she'll sneak it. So, but if she's in her room, we can have better control over that. Plus, I just want my bed back to myself. I am ready for that. And I never thought I'd say that, but I am ready. I was looking back on my TikTok account. So on TikTok, sometimes I'll post videos and whatnot. And it was a year ago. It's been a year since, pretty much since her last, since I had my last surgery for her last pregnancy loss. And I could tell I was going through it from that video. And I am so glad. I'm not glad that we can't have any more kids biologically, but I am so glad we are not in that grief cycle still of, yeah. It does get better for those with repeated pregnancy loss. It does, even if it doesn't turn out how you want. Because I could just see, like, sometimes people wear grief on their face, and I could see it on my face in that video. I'm glad we're not there. Like, I wouldn't say we're 100%. It's only been a year since all that went down, but starting to get out of that truly awful phase, I feel like. So, yay for that. My mom made shepherd's pie when she was here the other day watching my daughter. My mom still spoils me. I'm almost 40 years old, and she still comes and makes me meals. Isn't that sweet? Even though she doesn't live close, super close. She lives like an hour and a half away, but she'll still come and make me dinner. Like, that is just the cutest when I work. And shepherd's pie is like, I didn't think of making that, but that is such a good meal right now, like with the cold weather and everything. It's such like comfort food. Oh my God, it was so busy this weekend. Oh my goodness. The one doctor was like, winter has arrived. And I'm like, yes. You know how in Game of Thrones, they're like, winter is coming. It makes me, sorry, it makes me think of healthcare, because this is kind of healthcare's busy season. And it's like, oh no, we're entering into, everybody's got RSV, flu, COVID, pneumonia, like all the things. And on top of, like, people are also getting a lot of surgeries this time of year because the insurance, they're trying to reach their deductible or whatever before the end of the year. It's just, this time of year in the hospitals is just busy. So I always think of that, like, meme of winter's coming, and it's like, oh. But it definitely felt like it this weekend. Definitely felt like it, for sure. I mean, I had a patient, well, never mind. But, yeah, just everything's going on. And then a lot of times you don't even know, like, oh, this person has, I remember this during COVID as well. Well, COVID, it was really scary because COVID was all new. But you'd be interacting with people and not realize they had this until later. So it's that time of year where I just want to I pretty much just wear a mask at work, because it's like, I don't know who has what, and I don't care. And some people, don't like that or whatever, it's like, well, I don't care. Because there was times when we didn't have them and we needed them. And I love how people will say stuff to me. It's like, have you ever lived through? Never. The people get upset about that stuff. It's like, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I can't be too political because, but someday if I ever do get famous enough, there's gonna be stuff I can talk about. Well, anyways. So I gotta go get fingerprint clearances today. My husband was like, I don't remember you getting them so much in Arizona, and I don't either, but every state is different with like nursing license. But I know in Pennsylvania you do have to get, certain clearances, and it almost seems like more than what I can remember in Arizona. Which is fine as long as HR reminds me, because like it's hard to keep track of all the different clearances that we need and that are expiring. Yeah, for some reason I don't remember like renewing my fingerprints in Arizona the way you have to in Pennsylvania, but it's fine. Like my fingerprints are good. I'll go do it. But I'm like, yeah, I don't remember. I do remember having, I think, to renew the child abuse clearance, but for some reason I can't. And my husband's like, do your fingerprints change? And I'm like, no, but I don't know. It's just, there's probably a reason for it. I don't know what it is. And in a way, it's probably a good thing, even though it's a PIA, because you hear of certain states like Florida where, there's like scam artist nurses, like people that don't even go to nursing school that somehow, I don't even know how that happens, how that sneaks by the board. I don't know. But I'm guessing that's why Pennsylvania is so strict, because we don't want or need any fake nurses here. You don't need them anywhere, but we do not need them in PA. Anyway, I'm just doing the dishes. I'm gonna work out soon, and then later I gotta drive to, I gotta go to the store. I'm wondering if I can buy like a bag of salt there, just because I don't want, like I said, I just listed a bunch of stuff, of course. I finally got that done, but now it's like, I can't have people coming to pick up the stuff with ice on the porch. So I gotta see if I can go get ice somewhere later. Fortunately, I don't live near, we used to live within 5 minutes of Home Depot or Lowe's. I live like a half hour away from there now, but maybe when we go to the store to get coffee creamer, I can see if they sell bags of salt, maybe. Because ice and like ice injuries is a real thing in Pennsylvania. It really is. Like, I've had coworkers who got injured from the ice. Like, not funny. Like, seriously got injured and like have hit their head. I've fallen in the ice. Now I'm young and I was lucky. Like, I didn't get hurt, but like, I forgot living in Arizona, like, oh yeah, ice is like a real danger when you live in Pennsylvania. It is. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday of somebody making fun of, they're from some other country, like how Americans will just go to work even though it's snowing outside and crazy. And I'm like, yeah, because we got no other option. And we snow here a lot, depending where you live, so you gotta do what you gotta do. The hospitals don't close because it's snowing. Like, you gotta get and work. So yeah, so when I heard, we went to, we had a busy Friday. I took Daisy to open gymnastic place that was really cool. So I only have to pay $10 and she can run around for like over an hour. And they have like legitimate gymnastics equipment. It's not like, she's done gymnastic classes at like our local rec center, but they don't have like the balance beams and this and that. No, this is like a legitimate professional gym where, you know, some of the girls are in those outfits that are so pretty, and I'm sure they're really expensive, but they're like gymnasts. So I just wanted to see what it's like and stuff, because I know Daisy loves gymnastics, and if she wants to keep pursuing it, it's something I'm going to look into if I can find a gym closer to us. But anyway, we went and did that, and then we went to see my husband's grandma. And we were there, like, I kind of lost track of time. I forgot I had a work meeting that I was supposed to, well, it's like a work party / meeting, but I like totally forgot. I lost track of time visiting with the relative. And, so we just had a busy Friday. So like I went and picked up McDonald's afterwards because I'm like, I'm too tired to cook. I gotta work the next couple of days. It's so late. So, but it was a good visit. And I don't know where I was going with that, but oh, she told me, my husband's grandma was like, you know it's gonna snow this weekend. And I was like, it is? I had no idea. Like, I live day to day. I have ADHD. But she's like, yeah, there's an 80% chance. So then I knew, I was like, okay, well, I got to get to work. Rain, snow, sleet, or shine, whatever. So I just set my alarm, got up real early. And I didn't know if it was going to snow Saturday, too, because there was like a 50% chance. So I got up early Saturday. It didn't snow Saturday, but whatever. So that's what we do. In America, when you got to get to work and it's snowing outside, we get up early, we clean our cars, we heat our cars, and then we drive slow to work. That's what we do. The best part of driving in the snow is there's no traffic because nobody else is like, I gotta drive through this. And it is very beautiful outside when snow is just falling. It's like, I feel like outside that's one of the most beautiful times outside, when like fresh snow is just falling for like the first time of the year. There's something magical. But the gym I took Daisy to, it's too far away. Like, I'll probably take her again just because it's a fun thing to do on a Friday, especially in wintertime when you can't get kids outside. That's like a great like activity to do or whatever. But the gym was like over a half hour away, and I think there's probably closer ones. So like we run on a very busy schedule between me and my husband's working schedule. So if she wants to do gymnastics, like we got to get her to a gym that's closer to us. I just have to find one. I think there is one's closer. I just gotta do some research. But I wanted to do gymnastics when I was younger, and I even, like, my sister did a little bit of gymnastics, and I remember I wanted to, and I went to, like, her gym had an open gym night or whatever, and I used to go with her, and I would do, like, backflips, and, hello, I would do yes, there was a time when I could do backflips. I probably would have been really good at gymnastics because I have like a gymnastic type of person build. Like I'm short, I'm stocky. I'm like a very strong, like it's easy for me to lift weights or whatever. So I would probably have been a good gymnastics, but I never got to pursue it or whatever. One of 6 kids, you don't always. But anyway, Daisy also seems to love gymnastics. I'm not going to make her do anything she doesn't want to do, but if she has like a natural skill at it and she wants to pursue it, I'm going to support her 100%. Mary Lou Retton. Was that the one? There was a gymnast that I'm amazed. I mean, they're all amazing, but the one gymnast who, like, she went to the Olympics and, like, broke her foot or something and then still finished somehow, which is insane. Still somehow finished and got a good score. I don't know if it was her or somebody else, but that, to me, was like, that's what being an athlete is all about. I don't know. But, I always wanted to do gymnastics and cheerleading, but I got into gymnastics, I think, a little too late. Like, I wasn't exposed to it at a young age. And then by the time I was exposed, I was, like, almost too old, and I don't know. I didn't really know that was something you could, like, pursue. But I remember when I'd go over friends' houses who did gymnastics, I'd be, like, doing flips and practicing like different things and stuff. But and then with cheerleading, I was just too shy. I was too shy when I was younger, so I was too like embarrassed to do tryouts, but I probably would have been good at that too, because I was so skinny and like, so I probably could have been a flyer like easily. I'm guessing. I don't know. I know it's really hard. It seems easy, but I know gymnastics and cheerleading is actually extremely one of the hardest sports you can do. But I think I probably would have been good at it out of any sports if I had tried. I'm not very athletic, but I feel like I'm not a coordinated athlete, or how do I say this? I'm not like, oh, I can run real fast or something. But I feel like that, if I would have done any sport, that would have been one I probably have the most, like, ability in naturally, and enjoyed the most, I guess. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. But anyways, I better get going. I gotta go work out. I've been feeling a lot better with like the working out regularly and taking my supplement. So I've been cutting down on my caffeine, believe it or not, lately. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. If you like this live, don't forget to subscribe. I'll probably be on tomorrow or Wednesday. Bye, guys. Happy holidays.